Hey everyone, Nana Kwasi here. By now, the midweek slump might be setting in. Motivation starts to dip, and that to-do list is looking a bit more daunting. We've all been there. So, how can you get over this hump and power through the rest of the week? Well, one of the easiest ways is to make some little tweaks to your environment. You see, the space we work in can have a huge impact on our productivity and how much we actually enjoy our work. It's all about setting yourself up for success. So, to focus better, we can make a few small changes to our workspace to make it a more productive and enjoyable place to be. In this video, I'm going to share 2 simple but powerful hacks that you can implement today to regain control of your focus and boost your productivity. Let's get started. Back in 2018, when I was working full-time as a doctor, I really struggled to make practicing the guitar in the evenings a habit. I'd occasionally think I should probably do some guitar practice, but I'd end up on the couch, scrolling through social media or watching TV. Sound familiar? The problem wasn't a lack of motivation or discipline, it was the environment. My guitar was tucked away behind a bookshelf in the corner of the room. It was out of sight, so it was out of mind. Then I came across James Clear's book Atomic Habits, and it hit me. The simplest solution was to put the guitar right in the middle of the living room. Suddenly, picking up the guitar became the easiest, most obvious thing to do when I walked into the room. This is what behavioral scientists call adjusting our default choices. Sometimes all it takes to boost motivation is to tweak our environment so that the easiest, most obvious choice is the one we actually want to make, and to make the less desirable options a bit more challenging. So, how can you apply this to your own life? Well, think about the things you want to do more of and make them as easy as possible to start. That might mean keeping your study or work materials organized and visible on your desk, so you're not spending precious time searching for them when you should be working. Another common friction point is our phones. Turning off notifications. So, checking your phone isn't the automatic response. Every time you get a notification can be a game changer. You can even take your phone out of the room entirely if you need to focus deeply. And if you're someone who likes to listen to music while you work, setting up a quick, easy-to-access playlist that helps you focus can be a great way to reduce friction and get into the zone. But sometimes, especially when you work from home, reducing environmental friction isn't enough. We need to take it a step further. As you work to get things done, the days can often begin to feel boring and repetitive, and you start associating procrastination and stress with your work environment. It's like your brain starts to think, oh, we're in this chair, at this desk, time to procrastinate. It might sound strange but cheap, but it's true. When we spend time getting distracted in a place, our brains start associating that distraction with the place itself. It's a form of classical conditioning, like Pavlov's dogs. In this case, switching up your workspace is one of the best tricks for boosting productivity. And, let's be honest, adding a bit of fun to your day. So, why not spend a morning working from a new coffee shop, or in the local library, or even just moving to a different room in your house? Some of the world's most creative minds have found inspiration in a change of scenery. J.K. Rowling famously wrote parts of the Harry Potter series in various cafes around Edinburgh, finding inspiration in the hustle and bustle of these public spaces. And Einstein, one of the greatest minds of all time, credited his theory of relativity to his habit of taking leisurely walks through the Swiss countryside. He found that Stepping away from his desk and immersing himself in nature allowed him to think more clearly and creatively. Sometimes, just a small change in scenery can break the monotony and give a fresh burst of motivation. But what if your job doesn't allow any flexibility? Maybe you're tied to a desk in an office, or you don't have the option to work remotely. No worries, you can still benefit from a change of scenery without leaving your desk. It's all about tricking your brain into thinking you're somewhere new. You can switch up your routine or the tools you use. Try writing on paper instead of your laptop. The tactile experience of pen on paper can be incredibly stimulating and can help you generate new ideas. Or switch from using one tool like Pages to another like Notion. Our brains crave novelty. As psychologist Marvin Zuckerman pointed out, humans have always looked for new experiences. When we were exposed to something new, our brains release dopamine, the feel-good chemical that motivates us. In a 2014 study published in the journal Hippocampus, the authors tested participants in a virtual reality setting to see how well they could remember words. They found that those who explored new environments had better word recall than those who revisited familiar places. This suggests that novelty enhances our memory and cognitive function. So, next time you are feeling stuck, try switching up your workspace or routine. You might be surprised at how much of a difference it makes. So, there you have it. 2 simple but powerful hacks to help you regain control of your focus and boost your productivity. Remember, it's not always about brute forcing your way through work. Sometimes, the smallest changes to your environment can make the biggest difference. By reducing environmental friction and switching up your workspace, you can create an environment that supports your focus and helps you do your best work. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you tried either of these hacks before? What are your go-to strategies for staying focused? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more productivity tips and tricks. Until next time, stay focused.